All right, commercial real estaters, it's week 30. Week 30, Q3.
Well past the halfway point.
Economic calendar this week. Initial jobless claims forecast 237, previous 243.
Yeah.
So that's up. New home sales are this week. Forecast 644, previous was 619. So that's kind of positive to see that people are still buying homes.
Yeah.
Or it's predicted to go up.
I feel like we talked to somebody that said home starts are down, but I don't know.
Existing home sales come out this week, 3.95, and previous was 4.11. So maybe existings are down, but new home sales are up. I wonder if home builders are going to have to offer some decent financing packages, kind of like, Ford Motor Credit. If they have the ability to do so. I don't know that they do.
Have you seen some of the car advertisements recently?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you can get an Expedition. I think they said Platinum or Limited, 2.9% for 60 months. I was like, that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah. That's how they move their inventory.
Yeah. They should probably lend on their balance sheet.
U.S. debt. I don't know if I screwed this up. I hope I did. My spreadsheet from week to week, and we'll maybe know next week, but this showing we went, if this looks correct, we went up $48 billion in debt last week.
What's your clock?
Well, I pull the data off the clock.
Oh,
so
you do?
If I somehow didn't punch in could that be 2 weeks worth of debt? I mean, even if it is 2 weeks worth of debt, that's still more than what we've been trending.
Yeah.
And the debt to GDP went up a full 0.1%, 0.11%. So I think it's just climbing. The Dow closed out at 40,287, up 287 points. S&P closed out at 5505, down 110. NASDAQ closed out at 17,726, down 670 points. West Texas crude, $78.64 a barrel, down $2.40. The 5-year went up to 4.172, so not much, from 4.106, and the 10-year up 4.242 from 4.187. CRE stocks. Real estate development led the week, up 3%. Retail second, and residential was third, with industrial in at fourth. 1 month performance, REIT diversified. REIT industrial is number 2. REIT diversified leading the charge, up 11.93%. REIT industrial up 10.1%. REIT office up 9.21%. REIT office.
Ripping.
It's such a pump and dump scam right now, in my opinion. All right. Term of the week. This little retail term of the week. Grocery anchored.
Okay.
It means the grocer owns you.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was another one of those strip mall guy list ones.
The Tom Thumb owns you.
Well, I mean, it's like when you try to get a lease done, they have to approve it. They have a lot of control over a center. So, all right. Well, Biden's out. He's out.
He's done.
What a crazy 2 weeks here.
Nuts. Totally nuts.
Yeah, that is pretty nuts. I guess Kamala has to be the pick, right?
Yeah.
I think if you did, then you automatically, if you don't pick her, you automatically say she was never qualified to be vice president in the first place.
That, and then there's also like campaign finance laws, which they've raised like 90 to 100 million bucks. No one else, someone else explained this to me, that no one else can really touch a lot of that money unless if it is her.
Yeah.
And so if they pick somebody new today, they have to start from $0. Right. And so there's 105 days left, or whatever the number is, to raise money and then also get a message out. They're so late in the game, starting from scratch is going to be a very overwhelming task, which if you're reading the tea leaves, are already kind of behind. Depends on where you sit, but it could be argued that they're either at par or pretty behind the Republicans.
Is this just? I feel like this is going to be just a straight landslide.
Well, if you look at it, like Trump's not tweeting or talking at all, which is the smartest thing he's done in a long time.
Yeah,
because they're in so much turmoil right now.
Yeah,
so there's so much inter-party cannibalism that he's just sitting there watching, which is pretty. His enemy's imploding.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's pretty. Michael Bloomberg hasn't said anything on Kamala, which is, that's a pretty big
donor,
and he has a lot of sway.
Sure.
So, whereas the Republicans went with J.D. Vance, right, and they're going straight for the jugular in Silicon Valley, trying to get all that cash. Elon's donating $45 million a month.
Wow.
Until the end to Trump. That's so much money. So much money.
Elon, if you're looking for a good operator.
We don't need that much.
We don't need that much. We could probably do something with it, though, if we knew we had access to it.
Yo, easy, because you're raising money now off of Twitter. And there's a guy out there who's headhunting.
Yeah. I'm not raising money off Twitter.
Kidding. Elon owns Twitter.
Yeah.
Or X.
Speaking of J.D. Vance, we were talking about this earlier, but I watched the Hillbilly Elegy, his life story.
Yeah.
Man, worth watching. Very interesting.
I didn't know that was him.
Man, it was
moving.
Yeah, it was good, man. It was
jarring.
It was just, man, he came from nothing.
Yeah.
Like nothing.
Yeah.
And
good old fashioned American dream.
Yeah, it is the American dream story. Well, I don't know. Yeah, he's the dream now. It was, I think growing up was pretty rough.
Well, that's this is arguably a country you can do that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he did it all. He went in the military, went to college on a GI Bill, got into Yale Law School. Now he's the vice president candidate.
Candidate, not elect.
Yeah.
But no, it's I'll have to watch that this week.
It was good. I really enjoyed it. And the good thing was, it was made several years ago, so it's not like a
publicity piece.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's been out there for a bit.
So, in news, Asana Partners is investing $27 million in a design district retail redevelopment. I like this because I just bought a building on Slocum Street.
Yeah.
Real estate investor Asana Partners has more designs on Dallas. Charlotte, North Carolina-based investor filed plans for a $27 million makeover of the 7-building campus in the design district it acquired less than 2 years ago. The Oaklawn Design Plaza covers 9 acres at 1444 Oaklawn Avenue. Dude, our building's right next to this. The work is expected to start in February and finish by the end of 2025. Plans call for interior, exterior, and landscape renovations to the 54-year-old 165,000 square foot campus. The renovations are expected to cost $164 per square foot. That's freaking awesome. That's about almost just under what we paid per foot for a freaking building down there.
Yeah. Money.
They specialize in retail-led mixed-use developments and has $7 billion in assets under management. It's no stranger to Dallas, and besides the design district complex, it has purchased shops, offices in Victory Park, 3 dozen properties in dining and into the hub of Deep Ellum, and 200,000 square foot retail center called The Hill in Lake Highlands. Do you know that place?
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, that's kind of cool. I'll take that. They also purchased the 155,000 square foot former International Harvester showroom at 155 Turtle Creek in the design district last year. Wow. Sweet.
Yeah, that's money. You put enough CapEx in there, it's almost as much as a sales comp. I think you're doing A-okay.
Yeah. Yeah. This came out last week. We didn't touch on it, but I thought we should.
Mm-hmm.
Legendary Dallas CRE exec Robert Grunna dies at 80. He was a big industrial guy. He died on July 5th. His career began in 1971 when he took a job as president of the investment and land division at Henry S. Miller. Man, Henry S. Miller used to be an industrial powerhouse.
Yeah.
And like not even relevant these days, it seems like, in industrial. I don't know. He went on to join Younger Partners as executive managing director in 2014 and remained there until his retirement in 23. Grana also served as president and CEO of New Market Group Southwest and president of Reliance Securities Corp. He helped launch the NASCAR Hall of Fame. He was chairman and director of the Land Council of North Texas. So, man, recipient of the NASCAR Stemmons Service Award, and was a veteran who served in the Air Force from 1966 to 1971.
Very full life.
He was passionate about dogs and thoroughbreds, which he raised and raced on a farm in Edgewood and at Lone Star Park. So, anyways, kind of a Dallas industrial legend. So, stay hard, Robert Grana. Let's see. What else we got? I saw this. Thought this was kind of interesting. Foundry Group's fixing to do a big office to industrial conversion.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
Plano?
Yeah, I was kind of in the loop a little bit before they closed that.
God, that just sounds like a bunch of work.
I think they paid like a really big number for it, if I remember right. But I mean, that's kind of what these things are worth right now, right? I mean, they're zombie buildings, as some guys call them. What do you value them at? Is really the question,
right? Like,
are they worth dirt value? Are they worth less than dirt value?
Right.
Is the city going to work with you to put something there that needs to be there?
Let's see, where's it?
The resi office renovations haven't really. I don't feel like. We don't really play in the space, but from like where we sit, it doesn't seem like that's very popular, or it's like maybe it just takes a while. So
yeah,
but
they're going to build a 300,000 square foot building with the help of city incentives. Let's see,
they're getting like a tax rebate, I think, for like $750,000.
They're going to get a $750,000 grant from the city of Plano. As part of the agreement, Foundry plans to demolish an existing building at 2700 West Plano Parkway and make way for a project totaling at least 300,000 square feet of manufacturing and industrial office or research and development space.
Yeah.
To qualify for the grant, Foundry must add at least $21 million in property value to the city's tax roll site by December 31st, 2026.
They'll do it. 300,000 feet times $100 a foot.
Yeah.
That's...
This is not their first conversion. They're doing one in Irving as well on Horizon Way. Well, good for them. Sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah. But maybe they see something.
Well, I mean, it's the way to get infill land. There's no infill land anymore, so it's a way to get it and take these sites that are obsolete and repurpose them. Well, that's all I got news-wise. You got anything?
News-wise, no.
Something otherwise?
Dude, I told you this. I biked from North White Rock Lake down to the Design District on Saturday. It's brutal. It's a really pretty bike ride.
Yeah.
It's very, it was very easy to move from trail to trail. I was really impressed.
Yeah.
Good Lord, it kicked my butt. My quads hurt so bad right now. Like, did you know that there's a big loop that will go all the way around Dallas that's all connected bike trails? You can ride from basically my house, which is Lake Highlands, North White Rock, down to south of 20, around, come up by Trinity, over the Trinity again in the Design District, and then pop up off of McKinney and then come back over again. It's like this huge. I knew they were working
connected?
on it. Yeah, it's almost all connected. There's a part that goes through floodplain south of 30 that's not connected yet. But they're working on it. It'll be done in the next couple of years. But you can do the majority of it. It's like 22 miles.
Wow.
I was like, wow, that's pretty nice. So, but yeah, check it out if you're into riding bikes. I'm not really into riding bikes. I got pushed into it. I thought, looking at my phone, it said 56 minutes on a bike. And I was like, oh, that's not too bad. No, it was terrible.
Were y'all like getting after it?
Well, I don't have a road bike. I have like a nice like city bike from REI. It's decent. I mean, it's nice. But my buddy who wanted to do it, he had a road bike and he cycles. And so obviously like, I'm trying to like, kind of keep up. And about 2 miles in, I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah.
It's just not possible.
Yeah.
He was going probably 16 to 20 miles an hour or whatever. I'm just clipping it at 8 or 9. Like just, I got to this place. It's called the Meteor. It's like a bike shop and coffee place down right next to the Virgin Hotel. And you know that Reed Harris clip or Sean, I don't know, one of the Miami players, he's in the locker room at one point. He's like, I'm hurt, dog. I'm like, I got there and I said that to him. He started dying. But it was very nice.
Yeah.
Design District on a Saturday morning is very empty. It's clean.
Yeah.
Nothing really going on. It's kind of nice.
Well, yeah, you might want to prepare for that next time.
Yeah, and I had no water and I was totally parched.
You didn't have a little water bottle on your thing?
I didn't think it was going to be that physically grueling.
That's funny.
But yeah. That's all I really got. I'll be in San Antonio on Thursday. So if you're listening and you want me to tour something, I'll be down there. And then do you want to go over some vacancies we have?
Yeah. Let's talk about it real quick. We just went firm on a property in Fort Worth. Tell you some little specs about it. Let me pull the document up. We're purchasing a property at 3450 Bethlehem, just right there in that Sylvania industrial area right there. Great spot for some kind of construction company. We're 26,787 square feet on 3.41 acres. So somebody that needs some outside storage, some grade level equipment, work, anything like that. That's what this is. Another low coverage site. Mm-hmm. So we'll be taking this to market here pretty soon for lease. But
available immediately.
Yeah, it's pretty much available immediately. We're going to get started on renovations when we close.
If you do have a tenant, reach out, because if they need something that is specific to them, we have the ability to make some improvements for them now.
Yep, exactly. So that'll be a nice one. Pretty excited about that. And then we have another one under contract. I'm not going to give the address just yet, but we should be going firm here pretty soon on this. But it will be available as well. Another great low coverage site, and it's really in the Valwood submarket. So, like, if you need someone somewhere in that area, that's what this is. It's great shop space.
Yeah.
It's 18,000 square feet on 2.33 acres, fenced lot, drive-through bays. So if you got a tenant looking for something like that, that's available. Just reach out to us and we'll get you more information on it. So,
and then Monday last week, we closed on a 15,000 square foot building in San Antonio. That's on a little bit over, I think, like 1.6 acres.
Yep.
15,000 feet, semi-dock loading, one grade level door, I think 3 or 4 dock doors. I can't remember. Just 2 in the back and I think 1 in the front. But total gut job. We're going to repave all the surfacing, do a make ready for the interior, pressure wash it, paint it. So if you got a tenant that needs 15,000 feet with the ability to do some outside storage, we've got availability in San Antonio immediately. Actually, we closed, so we're getting hammers are swinging this week.
Yep. So that's what we got on the vacancy front.
Do you have any multi-tenanted vacancy?
Yeah, we got a 5,000 square foot at Parkside in Irving.
Yeah.
So
you have anything at Plano Road?
Automotive. Plano Road, we have 1, but I think we're fixing to be at leases on it.
Oh, good.
So, but
we got nothing in Seagoville.
No, maybe 1.
I feel like if somebody sees it too internally there, they move over if they want it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Parkside, if you got a tenant look for something there, we're eager to make a deal on that. We'll, but yeah, those are kind of our current vacancies, and let us know if you got anybody.
And then we have properties in Marble Falls and in Buda and the south of Austin. So we have availability in both. They're smaller suite sizes, But
if you got a small bay user looking for something like that, we got them down there.
Or if you have a user looking to buy, we could talk about doing something there as well on either project.
Yep. So cool. Well,
that's it.
Everybody have a good week.
Peace.
See ya.